Welcome to AI Brief, episode 253. We're here for our deep dive into today's most significant movements in artificial intelligence, designed to get you up to speed quickly. Today, we're unpacking a really monumental funding round for Anthropic, a major acquisition by OpenAI, and Tencent's fascinating new venture into 3D world creation. We'll also cover a range of other crucial updates and the latest trending AI tools. Joining me, as always, is our expert guide. Let's get right into it.
Okay, let's unpack this Anthropic news first. They just announced a staggering, $13 billion funding round that catapults its valuation to $183 billion. That's nearly triple its worth from just 6 months ago.
It's pretty incredible. And what's fascinating here is that despite all this talk, of an AI investment bubble, the money is clearly not drying up. Not for the leaders, anyway. Not for them ones really pushing the frontier of the industry.
Right, and it's not just abstract numbers. Their growth seems really tangible. They now serve over 300,000 enterprise customers.
And those high-value accounts, the ones over $100 in annual revenue, they grew sevenfold just in 2025 alone. That's serious traction.
Wow.
And their Claude Code Assistant is a huge part of that. It's apparently generating $500 million in annual revenue. Usage is up 10 times in just 3 months. So this rise, especially in coding and enterprise settings, it's translating directly into big financial gains.
Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting, I think. The investor list includes QIA, the Qatar Investment Authority. That makes it the first Middle East participant, right? That feels like a shift.
Oh, absolutely. It signals something bigger is happening. This could be influenced by that incredibly expensive global race for computing power. If you connect this to the bigger picture, it really shows how the whole strategic landscape of AI development is evolving. Companies are looking for diverse global partners. They need them to fund these massive compute ambitions.
Makes sense. Okay, shifting gears a bit to acquisitions. OpenAI just made a pretty big move. They acquired the experimentation platform StatSig for $1.1 billion. That's an all-stock deal. Yeah, which raises the question, why StatSig? I mean, they power A/B testing, feature flagging for lots of companies, including, interestingly, for OpenAI itself.
So they bought their own provider, essentially. And it's not just the platform, right? StatSig's founder, Vijay Raji, is coming aboard. He's going to be CTO of applications, leading ChatGPT and Codex engineering, reporting to Fiji Sima.
Exactly. This is a significant acqui-hire. With the competition for top AI talent being so intense right now, bringing in proven leaders and their whole teams through acquisition, well, it's becoming an even more critical strategy for these tech giants. It's a shortcut to capability.
And this is OpenAI's second big attempt this year, wasn't it? They had that failed $3 billion bid for a coding startup back in July, so they're clearly focused on bolstering their engineering leadership.
Definitely. And they've made other executive moves, too, like Srinivas Narayanan moving to CTO of B2B apps, and CPO Kevin Wiles is leading new AI for Science team. It really indicates a clear strategic push in multiple directions at once.
AI for Science. Interesting. Okay, now for something completely different and pretty immersive. Tencent. They just released Hunyuan World Voyager. It's an open source AI world model. Get this. It can transform a single photo into an explorable, exportable 3D environment. Just imagine the possibilities there.
Yeah, the tech behind it is fascinating, too. It uses something called a world cache. Basically, it stores scene regions it's already generated. That's how it maintains consistency when you move through larger virtual environments. That's always been a key challenge in 3D generation, avoiding those weird visual glitches.
So you can literally use a keyboard or joystick to control the camera movement, and it remembers what it created. If you go back to a spot, it shows you the exact same scenery.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Which is huge. If we connect this to the bigger picture, these world models are, one of the hottest frontiers in AI right now. Labs are racing to build systems that don't just generate flat images, but actually understand physical spaces.
And it's performing well, too. It topped Stanford's WorldScore benchmark for spatial coherence, beating out other open-source rivals.
Which really raises the question, what are the applications here? Beyond the obvious gaming and VR stuff, think about design, simulation, maybe even robotics training. The range of options is just growing incredibly fast.
Definitely feels like a space to watch. Okay, let's quickly touch on some other important developments you should know about. First, that battle for valuable data is really heating up. OpenAI and xAI are reportedly interested in Cursor's coding data. We're talking millions of real-world coding sessions. That data could dramatically improve AI models?
Huge potential there. And 11 Labs has upgraded its sound effects model. Now it can create seamless looping sound effects from just one sample. Think about content creators.
Yeah, that's useful. Mistral AI also expanded its LeChat platform, added over 20 new enterprise connectors, and introduced memories for persistent context, personalization.
And Microsoft announced a new partnership with the USGSA, offering the federal government free access to Copilot and AI services for up to a year.
Interesting government angle. And remember that AI for Science team at OpenAI, CPO Kevin Weil unveiled it officially. It's a new initiative to build AI platforms specifically aimed at accelerating scientific discovery.
Very cool. Meanwhile, Swiss researchers from EPFL, ETH Zurich, and CSCS launched Apprentice. It's a fully open-source multilingual model trained on over 1,000 languages.
1,000 languages, wow. And speaking of global players, Chinese delivery giant Meituan open-sourced Longcat Flash Chat, their first AI model. Apparently, it's already rivaling top benchmarks like DeepSeek V3 and Qwen 3.
Shows how widespread this development is becoming. Okay, shall we look at some tools?
Let's do it. Now, let's look at some trending AI tools that could actually boost your productivity right now. First up, the Gemini 2.5 Flash Image Preview. You might have seen those viral Nano Banana AI edits. This is behind some of that quick, creative image tweaking.
Then there's the Hunyuan Translation Model. That's an open-source, state-of-the-art AI translation system. Could make global communication a lot smoother.
GenSpark AI Designer sounds interesting. It lets you design pretty much anything with just a single prompt, really trying to democratize design work.
Mistral's LeChat MCP connectors integrate their AI with over 20 enterprise platforms, which could really enhance business workflows if you're using those systems.
Ellie aims to create professional, bespoke emails, but written in your unique style. Could save a lot of time and effort if it works well.
Clarify automates pipeline creation, meeting admin, CRM updates, basically streamlining business operations. Could be a big help for sales teams.
Avoid. Atso is making a bold claim, bypassing AI detection with 99.8% success. An intriguing development for content creators for sure.
Use Article helps you build affiliate websites and content using AI, opening up potential new avenues for online business.
And finally, Cobot. This one automates tasks across your existing apps for productivity, sort of like having your own AI teammates. And that pretty much wraps up our deep dive into the latest in AI. I mean, from massive investments to cutting-edge 3D world creation, it's clear the pace just isn't slowing down.
No kidding. We hope this deep dive has given you some valuable nuggets of knowledge and maybe sparked some aha moments about where all this is heading.
Exactly. And speaking of where it's heading, just thinking about that global race for compute power we mentioned earlier, if access to that core infrastructure becomes so concentrated with these huge players and even governments, what does that really mean for smaller innovators, for the democratization of AI? It's something to keep thinking about.
A really important question.
Definitely. So if you found this useful, please make sure to follow AI Brief wherever you listen, and maybe share this deep dive with friends or colleagues who also want to stay informed. We really appreciate you joining us. Until next time.